it's Morgoth the Barbarian here. Welcome to episode 14 of a real Tycoon 2 North American Let's Play. Our goal is to earn as much money as we possibly can. And I think it's safe to say, yeah, we're doing just that. We've been slowly working our way to recover our company from the brink, and I think it's safe to say we're there. Although, as you can see, profits are starting to level off a little bit. As long as this number goes up, I really don't care, though. So, you know what? It's all relative. Okay, we're doing just fine here. So, we've been slowly rebuilding our network, and last time out, we were focusing on the Great Plains and the Midwest. So, we're going to head to northern Canada over here. Basically, any place, we'll prioritize any place east of the Rockies, and then slowly make our way across on the other side. And by that point, we should have our network fully developed here. Oh, that gravel pit was not there earlier. Interesting. Well, anyways, you know what buttons to hit, and let's get started. So, we've been doing this on kind of a section-by-section basis, and now we're going to turn our attention to northern Canada over here. Got some iron, though. And I want to do something, though, before we begin. And that is to kind of set up a brand new, iron train here, because unfortunately, we have all of our iron in one spot, all our coal in another, and it's kind of causing a little bit of a issue here. Now, before I go too far, I should probably spend some of this money we've got. It's been a little while since I've checked on buildings, and you just saw me buy a steel mill there. Not going to check in on every building, just enough to see if everything's just fine here. Let's see. Very lucrative, and I don't own it. Ah, that's a little nice. See, that's what I'm talking about. There's clearly been some changes since we've last been here. We can own more of this stuff. That way we can get some more profit here. Also make sure the buildings don't disappear on us either. Mediocre. Well, that's not going to help one bit. Very lucrative. Okay, that's actually a good sign. I still can't believe this happened too, though. That's really good. I'm going to buy both just to make sure they stick around, because buildings that we bought don't disappear. So imperative that some of these buildings don't vanish into the night. This is kind of what I was talking about, too. We'll address it in a minute. Okay, let's head south here, see if everything's just fine. Lucrative. Barely making any money. But yet that is, okay, that makes sense to me. Not really. Okay, that's good. Dairy processors have not been a hit. Oh, we got a grain silo over here. Okay, I did not see that. Alright, we can do one more train while we're over here. It wasn't part of the plan, but so be it. Suppose if anything else comes up, we can do that. No, they don't demand food anymore, though, so that's a huge problem. But fortunately, if I send it to Raleigh, they'll be fine. Okay. There we go. We got a new train here. We don't have that. That's unfortunate, but we'll let it slide. It also gives me a chance to see if anything worth note pops up. Like, I've been saying that we need an aluminum mill over here in the south. We clearly don't have one. That would help a lot. Not for nothing. Alright, let's see. I don't see anything over here. Now over here, as we go towards the, Actually, wait a minute. Lucrative, I'll take it. Close enough. If it's lucrative or better, we'll take it. Got another tire facility over here. Okay, that could help our plant in Atlanta. We might do that. Let's see, I don't see anything over here. Oh, there we go. Just dropping some more coin on stuff. Nothing wrong with that. Still can't do anything with this diesel plants, which kind of sucks. There's like no electric plants coming up here. Oh, we could sell that. If it's losing money, then so be it. I mean, I wish there was something we could do with that, but I guess we can't. So we low down here. Couple more things to buy up. A lot of ports down here. What the heck's going on? Gushing cash and I don't own it. And this is probably, yep, that's what I thought. Alright, as I double check these last little ones over here. Very lucrative. Alright, that must be lucrative too, and it is. There must be no lucrative electric plants in this game. Or in this map, at least. Which is kind of a shame, because we really do have a use for them, too. Like, I can tell you right now, there's no like, uranium mines or stuff like that, which is kind of annoying, but nevertheless. Alright. So it looks like we're all set from what I could tell. Okay. Before I continue onward, there is one thing I want to do here. I guess. We haven't gotten this far yet, so I'm going to hold off on that. Alright, back to what we came here for. So, this part of the country now. So we got a whole lot of lumber camps over here that need our attention. Sure enough, that's the case, so just a matter of sending it to places. Well, Shikotomi has one of those. Okay, so I can already see our first destination here. So let's prep for that. Using this one. Yeah, it's got to be Toronto. That's the nearest one. Okay. Let's see. We could send one more to Ottawa. And then the paper we'll just send to Buffalo. Or not. Ugh, I screwed up. No what? Same spot. I'll be very careful where I send some of this stuff to. Okay, Long Lac has one. There we go. Another one over here in the crossing. Send it to Des Moines. Now we already got something going there. So, oh, Duluth needs it. Perfect. I believe we got one more over here. They're already getting some. Fort Wayne it is. All right. Oop. Oops. It's all right. Okay. That is effectively everybody. Okay, excellent. All right, I know we got this one over here. So let's see. Huh, that's funny how Winnipeg has this nearby. What the heck? I heard that. Don't moo at me. We've been over this. Alright, let's see. Let's see. We'll do 2. But spread them out a little bit. And then the paper trail can just go to, I guess, Wasau. Okay, that's all set. And then one more can go all the way to North Battleford. There we go. All set. We'll deal with that later. So Winnipeg has some interesting stuff here. I think right off the bat we can do that. Somehow they got a bauxite mine in all of this, so I don't know how that worked out. Two for the price of one there. Okay, then there's that. That's wonderful. Alright. I guess we could send it to North Battlefield or Williston. Williston it is. Alright, there we go. Let's see, over here we've got cattle, wool, and grain. Trying to find a spot that has all three, but good luck. I know it's very, very difficult here, but well, we'll see. Maybe we can find something. Or just spread it out. That's what we're going to have to do. All right. I mean, we're coming close on a couple occasions, but it's not working out here. Oops. I guess what I'll do is I'll use the grain to resupply, like a cattle thing or something. Rapid City Junction might be a good stop for it. There we go. Okay, as we move over to Wilston, they've got grain. Okay, there we go. I'd like to send it somewhere far away. How about Denver? All right. Not worried about the hills. There we go. So we move further south. Ooh, that could be a little bit better, that F9. I don't know for sure, but we'll see. Got one in Regina and Edmonton. Alright, that'll work. Now, how is it compared to this? A little bit better. A little slower, but it's also... Alright, we'll do it. F9 it is. There we go. Let's see. Send that one to Regina. Or do we send it somewhere else? Now we can send that one to Denver. Oh, whoa, not you. That's better. So our cattle and the grain. This would help. 2 for 1 would be nice. Oh, perfect. But where to? Dodge City seems about right. Alright. I think if we've exhausted that... Rapid City has cattle. And Albuquerque has a spot for it. Okay. Since we're going to deal with hills, though. Bust out the big boy. Big boys for use for hills. Everything else, not so much. All right. North Platte. We're going to go to Amarillo here. Okay, we got that set up. Denver. Not much we can do there, but... Okay, this only works if we have an iron mine nearby. There are plenty of iron mines out in the wilderness here, so I'm not really too concerned. In fact, I see one right now that I want to connect to, so we're going to do it. Just outside of Bismarck here. There we go. We'll grab it. Winnipeg Depot, hello. Okay, so we'll have coal from there. Iron. Bring it to a steel mill, which you can either do Calgary or Edmonton or MSP over here. I'm going to choose the Edmonton option, because Calgary will get its own supply, so let's see. It's just, where do I want to send the steel here? That's the problem. Unfortunately, there's no auto plant nearby. And this is not really helping us either. It's kind of an unenviable spot anyway, so, Great Falls? Yeah, okay, we'll send it to Great Falls, sure. And Rawlings Junction, even though that's for the town of Rawlings. Actually, no, Denver. Perfect. Because this one I want to send to Denver. There's like an iron mine somewhere over here, right here. Alright. Grab the big boy and go dancing here. Now I have to check that one. Oh, yeah, we're going to now send it back to Rawlings Junction. Never mind. That's just how it worked out, I guess. Any other iron spots? I know we had a couple up here. Oh, yeah, we had one over here. Spokane Place. Alright, let's set this up here. Alright, there we go. Got some iron high up in the mountains, but you know what? We'll take it. So this one's pretty much all set. There's no steel mill nearby, so we have to take it to someplace close. Now, we can't really do anything with the coal. I wish there was electric plants, but there aren't any, so that's going to cause issues, right? Yeah. I really wish there was, but we can't have that, right? Alright, we got another one from Calgary over here. There is a chemical plant and fertilizer plant in Denver. A whole lot of grain over here, so this makes way too much sense. I mean, why the heck not? Oh, hello. Well, that was quick. Jeez. Have an F9. That's fine. Stupid game. That's being a jerk to me. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Since I already kind of started it. I know we got this gigantic hill over here, so I'm not going to worry about it. As long as we can dodge all the mountainous caverns over here, that'd be great. And then we'll just connect it to Bismarck. Give us a slight shortcut there. All right. Okay. Really? We're gonna rob me? Okay, I see how it is. Okay, we got one there. Got a whole bunch of stuff over here, so we kind of need to do something with it. Thompson to Winnipeg. Send it to Wilston. I want to spread it out a little bit. And then we'll do one more all the way to Spokane and Prince George. How about that? I know that's out in the mountains, and actually we'll need a big boy. But so be it. It's worth it. There we go. Positioned in the mountains, we can do that. Oh, sweet. I wish we had coal over here. Okay, we can do that, actually. Oh, yeah, we can do that. All right. Prince George, Great Falls, Junction. There we go. Put some of this iron to use. Alright. We got some bauxite over here we can put to use as well. Okay, that works. I know we got a lot of lumber stuff over here, but it's not really important. Oh, we're up to 200 trains again. Huh. That didn't take very long, now did it? Oh, we still got more coal and grain over here. I'm not going to worry about it. Alright. I guess we're kind of moving into the Northwest unintentionally here. So be it, I guess. Alright. And kind of right on time, too. Look at that. Our profits are now back to gaining again, so that's good. Alright. Did we get everything? I kind of would like to pause the game for 1 minute. Take a breather. I know we've got that. And that. We got a whole lot of wood. Well, I mean, we do have some stuff over here, but we're going to save that for later. Okay. If only we could find a steel mill not that far off. Okay. Well, there's one in Chihuahua. Albuquerque. Okay, that'll work. Get up another big boy. As long as we dump it off in Denver, we're good. Okay. So that takes care of that. Got another coal mine over here. Okay. I think we're fine there. Okay, so now as we move down, let's move to the southwest, people. We are making good time. Anything over here worth buying? Not really. Oh, okay, you're worth buying. I'll take that then. Always happy to acquire more assets. Okay, I suppose we could do one more. However, there's no rubber to help us out so that this ends up being useless. Alright. Send that to Lubbock, I guess. Yeah, we'll send it there. Okay, so that's all set. Got a ton of cattle, and plenty of cattle plants to send it to, 3 in particular. Okay. Send it to this one to Phoenix. This is basically big boy territory right here. If we're not using big boys, we got a problem. And then we got to find somewhere to send this paper and lumber to. Well, I found a spot for the lumber, but not so much for the papers, but that's okay. Alright, that's fine. Okay, that's all set. Very nice. That is not nice? What the hell? Okay, game, that wasn't funny. That's not funny either. Uh-oh. I should have known there would be a point where time would no longer be on our side here. And sure enough, that time has now started to creep up on us. So this is going to be interesting going forward, how this ends up working itself out here. I'm sure we should be okay in the short term. As long as it doesn't go into full-blown depression, we should be fine. If it does, hold on to your butts. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, that's not even the station I want. Tuh. Actually, we have nothing going over there, so that might be a good idea. They have a bakery over there, if my memory serves me correctly. In your case, you should probably go somewhere far out. Actually, yeah, Laredo sounds like a good bet. Alright, so that's all set. Kind of. Alright, close enough. Let's see here. Let's see. Great Falls Junction. Is there a steel mill nearby? Or no? Or do we have to go all the way to Chihuahua or somewhere else? Yeah, we have to go to Chihuahua. Darn you. It's okay. That works. Okay, so we've got that. If we head further into Mexico, that's a resupply station. Oh, baby, look at that. Got a lot of cotton just sitting there. Alright, let's try to figure this one out. El Paso, Chihuahua, and Torreon. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Got that. Sure, we'll spread it out. We'll stop there. That should be all set as far as I can tell. We have an aluminum mill that's closer to home. Not really. Okay, that sucks, but it is what it is. We just have so much industry popping up now. It's hard to keep track of it. I'll take that. And then, oh, Mexicali has one. All right. Send it to Las Vegas over here. So we start to creep west of the Rockies here. All right. Not a. Well, we can do one more. What's a sugar supply that we don't have? Alright. Oh, this will be perfect. And I think we can get away with this, too. Alright, there we go. Alright, everything else looks fine. So many resources and not enough ways to exploit them. That's a good problem to have now, ain't it? Alright. Let's move west, shall we? Now that we've gotten that out of the way with. We have a cement plant. Oh, we do. Oh, this is... Oh, please. Say less. Oh, please. Oh, a double bonus. There's somehow a grain silo outside of LA here, and so it works. Alright, I like the sound of that. Oh yeah, we had some car production going on here in San Fran. We can restart that in just a minute. Oh right, we had all of our infrastructure in Salt Lake City. Huh, that's nice. Joke's on me, I guess. What is this? Oh. Probably should replace that with a big boy, just to make sure it's fine. Okay. We'll deal with that in just a minute. Over here. Oh, wow. Oh, I see what we're doing here. Okay. So, of course, we got to send one to, Vegas here. We'll send it to Salt Lake City. Send another cattle to Reno. I'll send it to San Francisco here. Cut this in half. Send an additional grain train to Eureka over here. We'll send that to San Francisco again. Actually, we'll send it to Reno. Yeah, spread it out. Spread it out. There you go. Okay. This can go to Salt Lake City. Send that to Boise. Send the other one to... we'll send it to Reno. Send it to Portland. Grain we can send over to here. And head to Vegas. There we go. I don't see anything nearby. So we'll come back to that in a minute because that's going to be super important. So we head down over here into the valley. So this is San Diego here. We got a lot of logs and pulpwood over here. Oh, there's that. Okay. Send one to LA and have it stop in San Francisco on the way back. The other will just be a direct route to Reno. The paper can go to San Diego. We're doing very good here. LA, and then send to the Mexico Mexicali, okay. There we go. We got that all set up too. Alright. Very nice. Everything's coming together smoothly here. LA to Mexicali. That's all set. We'll come back to this in a minute. So we move further north now. I really don't see anything outside of the iron that was over here. Just curious, can we come down there? Nah. So I guess we could spend 2 and then 1 to Vancouver. Okay, that'll work. Ah, we got robbed again. We really got to beef up security, apparently. And then... This makes no sense, considering it has to go around, but it's got no other choice. Otherwise, we would be doing, like, a heavy grade, and that would not work out the way you expect it to. Now would it? Alright. So that's all set. And I don't think there's anything else. Now, about that car production, steel production, and I know what we were using it for, too. The problem is, can we find a source of iron closer than Prince George? Not entirely. Okay, that's a shame. Boise is probably the best place for this, so... That's loaded up. I know Vegas has an iron mine. It's still there, so this will help. Okay, so that's all set. So now we need 2, not 1, but 2 rubber mill runs. Ah, 63. That's considered speeding, dang it. Bruh, can't be doing that. Alright. There we go. And we're gonna have to send some down from the coast over here. Our other port here in Prince Rupert. Let's drop it off in Seattle. Look at that. The whole West Coast is gonna have cars. Beautiful, beautiful cars. Yay. There's not really any other sources of coal closer to home, which sucks. There's not much I can do about that. We'll have to feed the mine in Salt Lake City, I guess. That's really all we can do. We are almost done here. I'm going to progress it one more year, and then we'll just finish off whatever we can. Oh, that's wonderful. An auto plan in LA that I can't use. Oh, that's just it's wonderful now, ain't it? All right. There's actually another source of coal over here. I just noticed this. Well, I'm gonna have to bounce it around here, but this should help us out a lot for obvious reasons. I'm gonna put a resupply station on top this hill, complete with a roundhouse. Okay. Let's see. We can do the Vegas thing again, only this time we're going to here. And we're going to go to that one in LA here. Any other sources iron? Oh, this one. An Albuquerque crossing. Okay. So we'll go there, 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 and then Phoenix on the way back. Of course, now we need rubber production to get online. Is there a tire facility on the way there other than the one in San Diego? Oh, there is. All right. That's not what I wanted to do. Mexicali should demand autos. Oh, yeah, they do. All right, perfect. Some more rubber. I don't think there's any more ports, which is a huge problem. We're a little bit shy on West Coast ports. Annoying problem, I know, but there's nothing I can do about it. It's literally the only one we've got that isn't being used up right now. Funny part is we got iron over there, too. But we've got all the steel we need, so that's not going to help at all. Alright. Have we tapped ourselves out? Well, the economy is cooling, and I would say we're getting there. So now it's just a matter of seeing what we haven't really tapped into that much, if at all. So I stare at the map here, and then we can and then this will be the part where we begin to crank this up a little bit. Alright, I see one thing I like. Well, we still can. Alright. Let's see. Well, there's one in Boise. Okay. Ah, sure, why not? There we go. Already got enough grain trains there. I know with the... Ay, ay, ay. do that. I need another steel mill. Ah, there's only one out in the entire West Coast. It's Salt Lake City. And that's literally it. All right. We'll do this. Okay, so now we're looking around here. So a ton of cotton, so we can use it for one more down in Mexicali. Oh, now, see, now we gotta be careful. I've been neglecting this somewhat to an extent until just now. Okay. Let's see. Ah, here we go again. The stupid labor strikes, I swear. Quit asking me for money, dang it. I'm not giving you any more. They tried to bankrupt me. Yeah, really. Let's see. No, we're up to 247 trains. Not as much as what we were earlier, and I feel like this is a nice, like, lean fleet. So that's good. Alright, now we just lost another one. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, dang it. Ah, if it didn't require that. Not necessarily, so I could do it. I don't think there's any way we can. Ah, the coffee farm over here got cut off. That's funny. Ah, that would not work. Trying to get some of this coffee moving along so I can... But the bauxite and the cannery are sitting right next to each other, so that's not going to help. And I can't get any more sources of coffee, too. We'll buy the coffee farm, though, and that, and that. Very lucrative, and I don't own it. Let's fix that, shall we? My goodness. All right. Look at us making tons of money here. Eh. Alright, I don't really see anything else. And oh man, I don't really see too much of anything else. I'm sorry to say. Let's see. We get another steel mill there. I was looking for a way out of this. And then there's that, although to be fair, it's kind of an older model. Might replace those, just because there's a better, newer model out there. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, can't do anything about those. We're fine there. We got a ton of coal. Okay. We'll address that in a minute. I have a plan. We got excess bauxite, but with no aluminum plants on the east further closer to home, that's not really going to do us any good. There's now a chemical plant in Philadelphia, and... Okay, is there a spot we can send this to? There? Help me out a little bit, game, if you could. Oh. I mean, sure, why not? Actually, I could duplicate the size of this. No, I'm going to turn this into a large just in case we need it, and we'll do refrigerated storage too. All right. That works. It's not what I had in mind, but... All right, we'll do it. Let's see here. That works. Okay, and then... Well, this grain silo has already been claimed by this, so that doesn't really make any sense. To say the least. Okay. No profits. That's funny. Stupid steel mill's bankrupt. Milk is just not doing it for us. Oh well. Alright. So I don't really see too much of anything else, as far as I can tell. Although I have an idea here. Oh, I think this will work. Okay. Let's go back to there for a minute. And then, let's see. As long as they don't produce produce, we're good. They need bauxite, but not that. Okay. And then, where's the cannery at? Philadelphia. Okay, excellent. And... Well, that works. First spot I saw. First spot I saw there. That'll work. Alright, let's address something. We have all this iron to our north, all this coal to our south, but I can't do anything with it, so... We're gonna fix that. Alright, so we can do one thing with the steel. Well, two, actually. Alright, as long as we can do two things with the steel, this would work. Alright, so what I'm going to do... I'm going to take advantage of some of our steel mills here. We're going to send one to Montreal and one to the one in Washington that's not really producing anything, just to help it out. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna bust out the big boys here. We'll have a full tank of iron. Full thing of steel. And then from Montreal, where is the nearest auto plant? Norfolk? No, because we can't... Well, I can't enlarge the station to begin with. Where is the nearest auto plant? La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. I wish I could expand this. My fault for putting it in a bad spot. Atlanta? Uh-oh. So I don't think we can expand this, can we? No. So the only way to truly do this... Remember, it's coming from Montreal here. I suppose I could send this to... Detroit doesn't have one. Oh, dang it. I know Chicago has one. We know Atlanta has one, as does Mobile, but Mobile is too far south for my liking. Just gotta get this one in Norfolk. That's what it boils down to. I really have no choice but to give Norfolk this autoplane its own station. Which is so stupid, but I have no other choice here. So from Montreal... And then we'll bring them back to Montreal, I guess. So now, if you go all the way back to Knoxville, which is our coal hub, essentially. Knoxville, Montreal. The thought is that both of these should come together, and then that should give us some steel. Now, this one I wouldn't mind sending to Atlanta. We're going to need 2 more trains there. All right. So that's kind of the play here, to see if we can get some of this iron down. Now, we're going to need 2 more rubber trains here. I think Jacksonville can help us out. Let's see, Jacksonville... Uh-oh. Jacksonville, Mobile. Jacksonville, Mobile, new station. Let's see. Norfolk, Mobile, Atlanta. And if I did that right, that should work. Oh, I used the wrong train for this. Okay, so that should work. Yeah, that should work. Okay. And then we'll do it again, this time using our other iron mine in Thunder Bay Crossing. Send it down to MSP. And to the good folks in Chicago. Alright, I think I've got it. So let's do it again here. Nope, that's an incorrect. Okay. So we need free trains now. Another train from Knoxville. Minneapolis, St. Paul. In it's this one's case, we should probably send it to... Now we can send it to Indianapolis. Get some goods off of this. No harm in that. Milwaukee, Fort Wayne, and Chicago is what we're looking at for the other one. And the autos have to go somewhere, so the lucky winner is Cincinnati. Alright. That is my new strategy from this point forward with steel trains. That way we can at least do something about it. Now, it looks like we have effectively topped off at revenue here, so... There's some good news and bad news. The good news is we're done with rebuilding our rail network. The bad news is we're now looking at a point where revenue might be starting to tail off. So I'm going to just let this coast. So we're all done building trains. So now we can try to let this go for the next, I don't know, 73 years. And hopefully it works out. So next episode, we're going to let the clock go and see if this works out. Hopefully it does, but it probably won't because this is me we're talking about. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. You know what buttons to hit, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, y'all. And sorry for the long episode. I know it's a little longer than I would have liked, but so be it.